The Express is the longest passenger train on Sodor.
Gordon usually pulls it.
It is an important train too, and always runs whatever happens.
When Gordon is ill or busy somewhere else, James and Henry get the chance to pull the Express. They try their best and do it well. One day, Spencer was visiting Tidmouth Sheds. The engines were amused, all that is, except Gordon. "Of course I don't know anything," he grumbled. "Why doesn't Spencer visit Sodor every day?"
"Because he's a very special engine belonging to the Duke and Duchess," boasted James.
Gordon thought about something for a moment, but James had an idea.
"How would you like to work with the Diesels for a change?" said James.
"Diesels aren't proper like express engines," grumbled Gordon. "You should prove it, James. Now I have work to do."
James chuckled, and Gordon puffed grumbly away.
"Diesels indeed," said Gordon. "Which diesel am I working with today, James?"
"Derek will be pleased to see you," laughed James.
Gordon went groaning past the freight cars. And soon, Gordon saw Derek. "So you must be the D95XX Paxman Diesel," said Gordon. "And who are you?"
"My name's Derek," said the Diesel. "I'm here to work with you today, Gordon," said Derek happily.
"I suppose I have a train to pull," said Gordon. "I'm doing it tomorrow." So Derek and Gordon puffed together side by side. That evening, Gordon went glumly back into the shed. The other engines were waiting for him. "Hello, Gordon," Neil said happily.
"It's an honor to visit our sheds, Derek," said James.
"Derek," said Gordon, "you would pull the Express for me, won't you, if I'm not in service?"
"I'll have a good try," said Derek. "You have a train in the morning."
"I'm not supposed diesels are useful than steamies," chuckled Percy. Neil puffed up alongside. "You see, Percy," said Neil,
"we engines shunt trains for big engines."
"Is that so?" said Percy. "I don't think Gordon would be responsible for that." Soon Gordon arrived at Knapford Station. "Get in quickly, please," he whistled. So the people got on board, and he was ready to go. But this time, Gordon started so quickly, he left his express coaches behind. "Express coming through," said Gordon happily. Gordon was happy that he was doing a great job. Soon, Gordon arrived at the station. "That was fun, wasn't it, driver?" he asked.
"No, Gordon, it isn't," said his driver.
"You left so quickly, you forgot your coaches. Now Derek will have to bring the coaches for you." Gordon felt silly. "I'll let Derek bring the coaches for me," said Gordon sadly. At Knapford, the passengers in the coaches were grumbling because the train wasn't moving.
"This is terrible," they grumbled. "How are we supposed to go anywhere?"
Derek heard the grumbling passengers and he stopped. "Gordon left the express coaches behind," said Derek's driver. We'll have to bring them to Gordon right away."
"No problem," said Derek.
So Derek reversed into the express coaches, and he was coupled up. The passengers inside the express coaches were happy, and Derek pulled the coaches slowly and steadily out of the station. Derek entered the countryside, and he was sure he could get the express coaches to Gordon in double quick time. Now, Gordon was becoming impatient. "Where's Derek?" he wondered. "He should be here by now." Gordon looked around, but Derek was nowhere to be seen. Soon, Derek was going as fast as he could to get the express to Gordon. "Must get there in time! Must get there in time!" panted Derek. Derek was exhausted when he reached his destination. "Barely made it," Derek said happily. "Derek," said Gordon, "I'm sorry I was rude to you." "Never mind," said Derek. "I got the express coaches safely and on time." So Derek was uncoupled, and he and Gordon switched tracks. The passengers inside the coach were very happy. And Gordon puffed proudly away to the main line. "Good luck, Gordon," hooted Derek. That evening, Gordon and Derek went happily home. But James didn't say anything, but now and then made sort of breathless puffing noises. Gordon thought he must have a very odd sense of humor.